Demons used to oppress me as a preacher. I've told you my story. Not as a believer, as a preacher, I was already anointed. I would go for programs and great miracles will happen and return back and lie down. And here comes these spirits to my room. I said, what is all this nonsense? How can I be ministering in the power of God and then I return back and they're oppressing me? Because they have no respect for whether you are called pastor, whether you are called prophet. Once they find something that attracts them, they will come. And they will not just come, they will prevail. Satan cometh to me. Poverty cometh to me. Prosperity cometh to me. So all the realities that you need and hate in life, you are like in a, permit me to use the word, a swimming pool that is full of everything. Poverty is flowing around you. Wealth is flowing around you. Increase is flowing around you. But the one that comes to you is the one that finds a component within you that draws it to you. This is the concept of what we know to be familiar spirits. You know why they are familiar? They want certain occurrences to remain in certain lives, in certain territories. So they study the mindset that attracts that trouble and they create a stronghold around it so that everybody from that family thinks that way. Grandfather transfers it to father. So the evil continues. If a child stands up and says, I'm breaking it, you don't break it by saying, I rebuke it alone. You rebuke it, but you start re-engineering your thinking. Another kind of energy is now sent to your village. Not me, not me. And the curses will come, but they will not meet someone of that kind of bloodline again because something has been altered. Are we together? Here, I wrote something here. Pastors and ministers, with all due respect, must realize the sensitivity of the roles that they play in literally determining the destinies of people and by extension the destiny of a nation. I think it was last year or so, I was in the US and one of the things I was studying was what made the US the US, at least in its state of glory that we know. I didn't just want to celebrate because I believe that I have a contribution to helping Nigeria, helping Africa to become a reflection of the glory of God. And it will not just happen by preaching verses. There was a mindset. Last I traveled to the US, I had the opportunity to travel and pray where America started. And I had the opportunity to visit the monument of the forefathers. And I saw a few things that were written there. The tenets that were the foundations of America. I said, this is it. This is it. No nation. Please listen to my message, how nations are built. It was an Independence Day message. How nations are built. There are policies. Policies are products of mindsets translated into law. Are we together? If you believe in equality, you believe in excellence, it's a mindset. You will simply articulate it and write it. It becomes part of your constitution. So if Africa is the way we are, the problem is not just the troubles that we have around. We have to go back and re-examine the frame, the foundation upon what? Listen, you must have the courage to probe your belief systems. How did we get here? Who believed what that made this kind of nonsense? Are we together? It's important. The difference between a great ministry and a limiting, struggling ministry is not just the will of God, it's the belief system of the leaders. What mindset? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you did not just come here just by your will. I tell you, I hate to be the one to say this, but there is an energy that is exerted from transformation. And because it is God's principle, He will weigh you and He will bring men that reflect your growth and transformation. At this level of growth, it will be stupid for me to believe that God would trust me with the kind of Daddy Geo's influence, that God would trust me with the kind of reach of, say, the RCCG globally. One day we will get there, but the truth is that we are not yet there. There is something they know.